Okay, so ano-ano nga ba yung klase ng support and resistance levels? So normally, kapag ka sinabi support and resistance levels, we are thinking about these horizontal lines, no? So ano lang siya, horizontal lang siya. Pero there are a lot of types of support and resistance, not only this, no? So this one, isa lang yan sa mga support and resistance natin. So horizontal, lagyan natin dito, no? Horizontal support and resistance. Okay. So paano nga ba siya nagiging valid na support and resistance? So first, it should have a bounce there multiple times, no? At least 3 to 4 times na nag-bounce diyan yung price. It's a valid support and resistance level. So just like this, it may not be as precise, no? Hindi siya talagang dun lang sa level na yun or sa price na yun. It's more like a zone. Ayan. So dito yan, no? So hindi siya exact price itong mga support and resistance levels natin. Ayan. So first, it should have a multiple bounds there before we can say that it's a valid support and resistance. Second is that a previous resistance can be a support. Yeah, so just like this, tulad na nangyari dito, it's a previous resistance na na-breakout and then nung umakyat siya, dun din siya bumalik. No? Just like this. This now becomes a support. So again, here and here. Yan. So the higher the time frame is, the more na mas valid yung level na yan. Okay? So, tanggalin lang natin to. Yan. So the higher the time frame is, the more na mas valid itong mga levels na to. Yan. So kasi kung pupunta ka sa lower time frame, mas marami ng action dyan. Ayan. So again, the support is yung flooring ninyo, no? And the resistance is yung ceiling. So kahit anong talo mo dyan, kung mauuntog ka lang din sa ceiling, babalik at babalik ka. Pero there are times na talagang nabubutas yung mga ceiling natin na yan. Ayan. So, ano bang silbi niyang mga support and resistance levels yan? These are the levels na nakikita rin ng ibang traders and investors wherein dyan nila pinipwesto yung mga abang nila o dyan sila mga nakaabang. So, if you are into a local stock, for example, hindi ka basta-basta bibili at this level kung nandito ka sa level na yan, no? More like na mag-aabang ka ng mga zones dito. So punta lang tayo sa local stock market, no. So peta natin. So this is the PSEI, and for example, you are just chasing price. So kapag nagkabol ka ng presyo at dito ka bumili only to go back down, lugi ka, talo ka. Ang tagal lang hihintayin mo. So this what 2024, and until now mas lalo pa siyang bumaba. Nasa 2026 na tayo. So proper timing. So yung proper timing natin is very important. Yan. Second is yung trend line, no? So trend line, you will draw pataas ba niyan o pababa. Yan. These are the valid trend lines. So again, there should be a bounce of at least 2 or 3 times, and 3 to 4 times. Yan. The one at the bottom is the support and at the top is the resistance. So the more it bounces there, that's your opportunity for buying. And if you are into local stock, again, you can buy there and do your cost averaging there. Or you can time the market like buy here, then sell here, buy here, sell here. So that's number two. That's the second support and resistance level. Okay, so punta naman tayo sa iba. Let's go to, let's say, Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin, and as you can see, it's on a downtrend, no? So another thing na pwede nyo gawin as support and resistance level is itong moving averages. Yan. Regardless of what moving average, and also depending on your time frame, no? So let's say you are in a daily time frame with Bitcoin. Yan. The moment it crosses down the moving average, and just like this, it crosses below pero umakyat din. Yan. So that's actually that's actually the breakout. No, ito. And then it went up back here, and that's the retest, and actually that's our entry. No, that's our entry to go here for shorting this Bitcoin. And every time the price closes or the price goes near this moving average, then that's our opportunity to go to sell again, no? Since we are in a Bitcoin na, no, we do have sell short here. Yeah, we can short, we can sell here, and so on and so forth. And so just like this, another opportunity, and this opportunity. Okay, so why why are we convinced that we can sell this Bitcoin? Make sure that you do your own research. Then do your own research that yung fundamentals ng asset na tintrade nyo, just like Bitcoin, it's actually on a downtrend na, and may mga news na that it's gonna go down. Okay, so by the time that it goes down, then you're convinced that any pullback pataas is your opportunity to short it, to sell the market. Okay, so make sure that your fundamentals and technicals are aligned. Okay, not just purely technicals. Okay, that's what I'm always telling you, na yung fundamentals are the ones yung talaga yung nagmo-move, nagpapagalaw ng market. And here in technical analysis, this is where we time the market. This is where we look for entry and exit. Okay? All right. So next, okay, so huwag na tayong lumayo. Let's continue with the Bitcoin. Another support and resistance na pwede nating magamit is itong Fibonacci. Okay, Fibonacci retracement. And again, if you are into um, downtrend, no, we are on a sell, we are bearish with Bitcoin, then we can do this. This is the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so Fibonacci retracement is that you draw, no, you drag mo lang ito from the very top to the very bottom of the wave. Okay, that's how we drew this. So let's say wala pa ito. Let's say wala pa itong nandito. Let's say wala pa ito. And nakita mo bumagsak. tapos bumabalik-balik siya. And you are convinced that the news, the fundamentals is that Bitcoin is bearish, then itong pullback nito pataas is actually your opportunity for shorting the market. And where do you time your entry? If the if the if the if the trend is very strong, it will retrace back at least to 0.38. Yan, 38.2. Yan yung retracement kapag talagang malakas yung wave, malakas yung trend, malakas yung galaw niya. Yung news is really powerful that it really drags the market, no? 38.2. Yan talaga yung ano natin. Diyan tayo aabang. In some cases it's on 50, but uh, if we are going to uh, extend it, the golden ratio, yan, the healthy pullback is at 61.8. Itong 61.8. Pero in this case, hindi naman talaga siya umabot doon. Ayan. So here, we can time the market, anticipate that it's going to land here at 38.2, then we can sell it. Ayan. And what's RTP? You just need to look left, look for a support area, and just like this. And this is one of the support and resistance level. Okay? Tong Fibonacci. This is to anticipate where it could possibly land on a pullback. Yan. Right, so last but not the least is itong mga whole numbers, no? You can look at gold and tignan natin. The all-time high is 5602, so it may not be exactly at 5,600, but um, as you know, 5,600 is a whole number, no? So whole numbers are a consideration when it comes to support and resistance levels. Of course, there are times na talagang malalagpasan yan, talagang bubutasin yan, but it can be a consideration that every time it nears that level, we can be cautious. So probably going there, mayroon ka ng position, and then you start to unload some of it. So proper risk management, no? We can we can secure some profits or top slice depending on what are you trading. Okay? So another example, ito, nung binalikan niya, no, at 4,100. So lumagpas na ng konti, tres lang, oh. So 4,097. So nung bumagsak siya at 4,097, same thing here, bumagsak siya 4,415. So again, those are the levels. And this one, nung umakyat siya, 4,800 na bunggo siya, no? Saktong-sakto. So whole numbers, those are some major support and resistance levels. All right, so that's it, guys, for our support and resistance video. So I hope you learned something here, and thank you so much for watching. And if you want to learn more about forex trading or trading in general, you can join our Telegram community. Nandiyan ang link niyan sa may bio natin or sa comment section. So thank you so much. You have a great day.